Yes, people, hope we are well. Good morning, good afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this. Mind the steering wheel. I just felt like propping the camera up rather than holding it, and there's nowhere really to prop it up in this car, so here we are. But yes, this week it's check-in day. It's Tuesday the 22nd of April, so I've checked in this morning, and I suppose the general gist and update of this video and what will unfold across the week is that prep isn't really prepping at the moment. My body is simply not responding, and I've been the same weight for like 2 weeks now, 137 pounds. And what we are actually doing as of today for a few days is trialing no cardio, just to see if we can maybe eliminate some fatigue and therefore just bring about a response. Because I'll be honest, I've been super tired. I've been finding that I've been having pre-workout in my sessions because I've been waking up super early to get the extra cardio in, which has been up to like 40 minutes and daily at the moment as well. And it's just been a lot. I've been really tired the last couple of weeks. And yeah, we're going to trial no cardio. We're going to see if we get a response. And then we'll assess from there what else we might need to change or do. But right now, it's trial and error until my body starts responding. So we will see. But yes, today is pull day. Tuesday is always pull. So I'm off the train pull right now. It's usually about an hour session. Pretty in and out, really. 4 main exercises. Just 4 for back, and then there's 2 bicep exercises and some rear delts as well. So nice, simple session. Haven't had too much pre-workout, just half a scoop, and it'll do the job. And I'll keep you updated as the week goes on. But yesterday was a nice trip to EP Jungle in Stockport. So there wasn't many gyms that were open with good times yesterday, with it being a bank holiday Monday here in the UK, Easter Monday. So we ended up going to EP in Stockport, which is nearer to my client Maria, who is currently 10 weeks out from PCA First Timers. So it was really great to see her in person, train together, assess how she is just generally with like training performance, like overall energy, demeanor, well-being. And yeah, just see the look, see the physique, see the posing. So we trained first. We did push with a bit of glutes as per my usual Monday, and then we posed. So she posed and I posed actually, but I'll overlay a little bit of training footage now and the posing, and then we'll come back to where we are today. Taylor Swift vibes. Ah. Good. Nice. And we'll go with your front relaxed. Nice. And we'll quarter turn to the right. It's all right, just take your time, just relax. And quarter turn to the back. That's it, nice and wide. And quarter turn to the right. Lovely. And quarter turn back to the front. That's it. And then we're going to go side pose of choice. So we've got the chest. Very nice, very nice. And now we're going to quarter turn to the back. Hands overhead. That's the one. Okay, and then we're going to quarter turn to the right, side pose of choice. Yeah, very nice. And back to the front. Lovely. Thank you, ladies. Please take your place to the left. Goodbye. Yes, team, I hope you enjoyed that little instalment from Monday's push session with my client Maria, who is coming close into 9 weeks out at the moment. So it's great to see her in person. It's great to see her just overall energy, demeanour. This is the second time I've seen her so far since she started prep. So that's great. And I've got one more in-person meetup planned with her until show day. So yeah, I do like to intermittently see clients throughout their prep just so that I can keep an eye on them, how they're looking in person, how they're feeling and everything like that, how they're training, making sure they're still upholding performance, etc. But she's had a very smooth prep, so to speak. She's lost 10 kilos so far, with 10 kilos down. We're in a good spot for 10 weeks out for, where she needs to be relative to the federation, PCA, the category, tone figure. So yes, I'm really happy, good stuff. And yes, I said I would tell you about this week as a whole. Terrible at vlogging at the moment, I'm really sorry, but at least I'm doing something. So what I'm going to do is just give you a little bit of a rundown of the week. So pretty much I'd just literally been sat at like 137 pounds for like almost 2 weeks by this point. Nothing was moving. Initially we'd pushed harder and it just wasn't happening. And I think really the conclusion is that I was just absolutely like goosed. I was so tired all the time, getting up earlier to go and do cardio, so that I can still like start my work at the same time every day. Clients don't wait longer just because I'm on prep, that sort of thing. So yeah, I was just getting more and more tired. Things weren't moving anymore. Stuck at 137 and that was that. So what's happened this week is we pulled cardio. So my last session was actually Monday morning, the last time I filmed. So I did my 40 minutes of cardio on Monday morning. And then since Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and it's now Friday, I've had 4 days off cardio, planning on having it off tomorrow as well. Now by yesterday, my weight came down to 136.2, which is a low of prep. I've been 136.2 before my weight started like going back up to 137 and staying there. So it was that prep low again. And then I'm 136.6 this morning. So we've stayed in the 136s, which is great. We want to stay there. We want to see things continue to move. So I checked in this morning. I'll show you a little bit of the visuals, but the visuals this morning were a lot better than they were on Tuesday morning when I checked in. Just fuller quads, just from being able to rest. A little bit more detail there as well, and I just generally felt tighter and then a bit less flat. And my training's been a lot better this week as well, without the cardio in there to sort of tire me out during the morning and then have to go and train in the afternoon. So overall I felt a lot better this week. My weight has started to budge again, which is great. I'm going to check in again for my coach tomorrow morning. So it was meant to be Sunday morning, or he asked me anyway to do Sunday morning. However, I'm actually away on Saturday night. So I'll be waking up in someone else's house on Sunday, basically. I won't have my scales. I won't have the ability to, check in pictures. It won't be the same lighting and everything like that. So I'm actually going to check in tomorrow so that we can just plan out the next phase in terms of, are we going to still run a high day on Sunday? Usually I would. However, obviously we've had a break from cardio, so we've had a refresh in that sense. So my coach is going to decide, do we then also need a high day on Sunday? If not, we'll continue running low day food. Obviously cardio is going to go back in at some point. And then that'll be us kind of digging again, from where I started my prep when I lost like 5 pounds in the first week after a 3-week reset. And then, you know, it was like my body went boom. So hopefully that'll happen again after this rest and we'll continue to move. But generally speaking, body composition, everything, for how many weeks out I'm happy anyway. You know, I'm in a much better spot than I was last prep, and we've got time on our side, and, you know, I am feeling leaner and things like that. It's just we do need the weight to budge. We do need that response on the scales as well. So that's kind of how the week's gone so far. It's very much been a bit of a, you know, play it by ear, trial and error, see how things go. And yeah, just basically keeping my head screwed on, because there's no point panicking. It's rather just, what can we do? What can we do to resolve this? And like letting my coach kind of, you know, pull the strings, so to speak. That's what he's there for. And I'm just there to action it, see what happens, and hope for the best, essentially. So that's that. That's how this week has gone. I keep saying it, but I will get better at vlogging. It's just, you know, I'll be honest, like when things aren't going so smoothly, I don't want to keep going on about it. I just want to do the do and see what happens. So this week I've been like, let's not hone in on the prep too much. Let's just get on and see. And obviously I'm super busy with clients. I'm taking on new clients every week at the moment. I've more than filled up my the photo shoot challenge now. So I've been busy like discussing that with all the people that have signed up and stuff like that. So I've been very busy as usual. That's always going to take precedence over vlogging my own prep. So, but as always, you can keep up with all the intricate details every time there's an update, like this morning, for example. I'm putting that in the broadcast channel on my Instagram. So you can always head to my Instagram. You can always follow the progress on there if you want to sort of get more frequent updates on how my prep's actually going. But other than that, I will get better, even though I keep saying it, I genuinely will. And especially as we get closer to show. So yeah, that's that. I hope you've enjoyed this installment. I hope you have a lovely day. Please do like the video if you have got this far. Comment, relax as well if you've got this far. The comments do really help. Can you see that? It says relax on the mug. I don't know if it's going to focus. Whatever, just comment relax. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.